Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. This evening of Tuesday, November 7th, I'm going to do a couple more. I'm going to do a couple more Excel COVID-19 analysis. I'm going to begin with a state that's in the news right now, and that's Georgia. Okay, so let's just take a look here and. Okay. Okay. There's some noise in the background that keeps distracting me. I'm sorry. Let's see. Where do we leave off here? Okay. So, okay, so here we go. Let's just take a look at this right here now. Let's take a look at Georgia. Let's see. Georgia. Okay. These Georgia counties are COVID-19 tipping points ahead of Thanksgiving. Coronavirus in Georgia. Latest data. Governor Kemp reimposes restrictions. This is 3 days ago. Let's see what this rascal's up to there. Okay. Governor Brian Kemp announced Friday he's extending the COVID-driven social distancing and sanitation restrictions for businesses, gatherings, and large-term long-term elderly in Georgia. Kemp has signed an executive order effective at midnight, November 16th, and running through the end of the month, leaving the current state of restrictions in place. Okay. Georgia. Okay, let's take a look. That's spelled Georgia right. Georgia. Georgia. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go back over here to our main data over here. Let's just come down here. Okay, let's just take a look at Georgia, see if they really. Okay, so this isn't right. What happens when you do something like that interesting enough, it actually takes the whole data set. Okay, so here we have it. So let's get rid of. Oh, man. Okay, so we get rid of this. So the question, of course, is the same one. Let's see. Okay, let's see something here. Move. Okay, so let's calculate daily cases. Okay, so now I can pull us down there. This will give because this will give us our daily cases and daily deaths. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 plus 14 is 16. We're going to count. Okay, okay. So we're taking an average of the first 16 cases, but it's not 16 then 16. It's a rolling average. So you take an average of the first 14. Okay, then you roll it forward one day, one period, and then you take a of the next 14. Okay, so you just roll it forward one day at a time. Okay, that's why it's called a moving average. But we just come down here. So this is the average. Okay. Now to calculate the rate is just the deaths, the daily deaths divided by the cases. Okay? Doesn't take into account incubation periods or lag in reporting. It's a straight one-to-one calculation. I want you to notice here, the most I've done so far is division. Okay? Division and a simple moving average. Okay, you do this. Let's do this. Okay, so let's save this for Georgia right now. So if we come over here, now I'm going to convert these. This is for a matter of convenience. I'm going to convert this to numbers rather than formulas. And we can also go in and change some numbers here. Okay, let's get rid of these things here. So the first thing we're going to calculate, we're going to do cumulative cases. Georgia, cum. Okay, so there's cumulative cases. Georgia, uh, cumulative. Okay, this doesn't really tell us too much here because this is a pretty average type of numbers. What we're going to do now, next we're going to plot daily cases Then we're going to put moving average on top of that. Georgia cases. Let's see something there. Okay. Now, I guess I'm a little confused. Well, we got this spike here. I just don't buy it. And it's near the end. It's about 10. So this is about 927. This is cases, right? I think that's probably a mistake. This is cases. 9. Somewhere down here. How big is that? Well, shoot. That's 20,000 cases. Okay. Okay. That's crazy. All right. And this will, of course, affect everything else. Okay, that could be. Let's just change that to 1349. Okay. It should lower this back down a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. Now you can get a better idea. Now, this looks pretty familiar here to me. This looks a lot like the U.S. numbers right now, doesn't it? Almost exactly like the U.S. numbers. Okay. These are cases plus a 14-day moving average. You can see cases are definitely a problem. Let's take a look at the daily deaths, moving deaths. Georgia daily deaths. Let's see. Let's see. Plus a 14-day. Okay. Okay. Now here, once again, we come up to this problem. Now, see, here's where I run into problems with these governors. And once again, this is, I think that number's probably wrong also. So this is about 450. My guess is it's probably not 450. Let's see. Daily deaths. There it is. I'm going to change this to uh, okay. So let's come back over here now. So, okay. So this isn't quite okay, but once again, we have a fairly narrow range of okay. So once again, you can see here, this is 20 up to about 80. Uh, you had they having quite a bit of volatility in deaths. Okay, deaths are definitely. I would say, well, I mean, I guess if what you can do is just, what the governor's done. I guess under the circumstances, some action was required. As you can see, both cases and deaths are spiking. It's really interesting. It's just such a huge spike in deaths. Uh, okay, this is Georgia. Let's see. Okay, now I guess if there's one advantage to doing this, it's easy to go in and change data. Okay. Okay. Let's get rid of this 20% here. Okay. You know what I think is? Well, that's 0.4 before and 5.8 afterwards. Near the end, we got one that's about 15. Now, one of the advantages of doing it this way, rather than R. So what is this? See, this is 2.3, and that's 1.7. So let's just take an average of this here. Let's see. Four. So let's just put this at 2. Okay? Okay. Oh, then we got this -1 here. Daggone it. Why is that there for? So you got this one massive negative thing back near the top up here. -3. Well, I think this is actually 3.8. There. Okay. So here's Georgia. Now, you can see they were struggling up around 10%, 6 to 10%. But it now appears that they got their numbers back down between 2 and 4%, and maybe even 2 to 4% mortality right now. So, but that's the good news. The bad news is, yeah, you got problems with cases and deaths both. Okay, that's the trouble with Georgia right now. Alrighty. Hopefully this is helping with you. If you're in Georgia, hopefully this is the first thing if you're in Georgia. You saw how simple it was for me to do this type of analysis. You can download the data yourself, and in a matter of minutes, you can create your own reports. And you don't need the CDC. You don't need your governor to tell you what the COVID-19 numbers are, because they're not going to give you all the numbers. Okay. Point number two. Uh, Most experts say that the single best measure of the spread of a pandemic is daily deaths. Not okay. This is cumulative deaths, cumulative cases, cumulative deaths. This is cumulative cases. Cumulative cases are not a measure of the spread of the pandemic because this okay because part of the reason is if you think about it, when you think about a disease, heart disease, cancer, we never talk about cases. We only talk about deaths. So why are we treating this different? Because the liberal media wants to keep us under a short list and keep us from ever making progress towards a solution. Okay, this here, according to most experts, this is the single most important statistic to determine the spread of a pandemic: daily deaths, not hospital beds, not cumulative cases, not cumulative deaths, not daily cases, but only not mask wearers, but just daily deaths. Now the thing is, in Georgia, you do have an awful lot of volatility here, I must say, a whole lot of volatility. Okay, okay, okay. I'm not going to change those. So anyway, again, very simple, very easy to download some data and pull up your spreadsheet. If you don't have a spreadsheet, you can go to Google Sheets online. You can go to Office 365. You can download uh, uh, LibreOffice. You can even go to the library and log on with your Google account to Google Sheets, and you can do it online to the library if you want to. Okay, you can do it on your friend's laptop, on your friend's computer. Doesn't make a difference. But the point is this: I want to encourage you to do to do these type of analysis for yourself. Don't rely on what you're being told by the liberal media or even by elected officials. Important, because all the officials want to talk about in the media is they only want to talk about cumulative. You want to talk about cumulative cases. So when they say when they say that you have what is this 400,000 cases, well, that's a cumulative number. Okay, this is what matters. This is what matters, and this may be second. Okay, your mortality rate isn't that bad in Georgia. So anyway, sorry for the little rant there, but I get a little frustrated sometimes when I see some of these articles pop up in my Google search. So anyway, thanks so much for your time. And again, if you're in Georgia, I hope this encouragement to you. If you know someone in Georgia, share this video with them so they can get the straight information without the politics, without the liberal media input. Thanks so much for your time. We'll catch you on the next report.